A day without a comfy and relaxing Spanx can be challenging. We all got addicted to it. Celebrities were flaunting. It brought confidence to many women. In this video, I will share with you insights from Sara Blakely herself, what it took to bring Spanx to where it is today. For more videos, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for notifications. If a candidate is super talented and not culturally fit, we won't hire them. Culture fit trumps talent. End of quote by Sara Blakely. Sara believes that culture fit is vital when it comes to hiring new employees. Even if you've got the best qualifications, you might not be hired unless you seem fit for our company culture. Before getting into Sara Blakely's hire, let's get an overview of her company. As an entrepreneur without a business degree, Sara created Spanx with $5,000 in her saving account in 2000 and no outside investment. She still owns 100% of the company today. She invests in women's education, entrepreneurship, and arts programs through Sara Blakely Foundation. Forbes named Spanx founder Sara Blakely as the youngest self-made female billionaire in 2012. The publication estimates that she's worth whopping $1.1 billion today. Sara Blakely hired her first employees because of their positive attitude, belief in her product, and ambition rather than their experience when she started her small business Spanx. How does Sara hire an incredible team? The hiring and interview process is crucial to finding the right employees for every role, and leaders must make difficult hiring decisions to find great team members. This is why it's crucial to have a recruitment strategy. We have listed below how Sara finds qualified candidates who fits right in with her company's culture. Finding the right candidates. Sara Blakely believes that your first hires are very important. They are the face of your company. It is important to hire two types of people: those who will support your existing strength and those who will cover your business blind spots. She started by hiring 3 positions to cover the blind spots: 1 to manage inventory, delivery, accounting, and accounts receivable, 1 to manage publicity, and 1 to act as her assistant. Her hires were compatible with the company culture and work environment, and they understand her products and vision's value. Sara offered them a job because they shared her goals of improving women's lives by making life easier. If you are applying for Spanx, it's very important to learn Sara's brand, what she does and why, her vision, mission, and products. You stand out from other candidates when you believe in her brand and its cause. The other thing is personality traits. Sara ensures her candidates possess these qualities beyond the requirements listed in the job description, irrespective to the position. She's hiring for a scrappy attitude. The hiring manager is looking for candidates with versatile skill sets. Potential employees who can speak honestly with manufacturers and owners simultaneously, being budget conscious. If you play fast and lose with your money, you are probably not the right candidate right now. Candidates should be able to use money wisely and efficiently. Developing emotional resilience. Startups don't thrive in people who are easily discouraged by failure, so consider that as a red flag. Sara wants her candidates to bounce back after hearing no. Interview questions. Sara's team focus on strategic interview questions that can help employers determine whether job candidates are a good fit for that organization. You can use the following prompt to prepare for a job interview and get hired more easily. How would you describe yourself using 3 words? For example, they will want to know how well you know yourself, how you might fit into their company, and frankly, how decisive you are. Making a 3-word description of your personality isn't easy, and doing it reasonably quickly and confidently might indicate a good decision maker. The second question, what are your 3 biggest weaknesses? The interviewer would generally ask for 3 weaknesses. This is key because otherwise you will give stock interview answers like, I'm perfectionist or I work too hard. If you force them to pick at least a real weakness out of 3, what would you do with $1 million? How would you get it? It is a way to get a different answer rather than asking. The other question is, what are you passionate about? By phrasing the question creatively, they make you think. The next question is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years? Some of their hires will be short-term and others will be long-term. Building a company requires both types of employees. The answer to this question can help determine whether you are a good candidate for a short-term or long-term position. How does Sara Blakely hire? Sara Blakely was looking for a new CEO who would replace Lori Ann Goldman, who had been in the position for almost 11 years. Her top priority when hiring for a leadership position was passion and intelligence. About 70% of her hiring decisions are influenced by her feeling about the candidate, while the position details determine 30% of it. As a CEO, she's always looking for someone with expertise in innovation and supply chain management. Regarding the 70%, she wants someone smart, quick, and scrappy who sees life as a glass half full. She also believes you can learn a lot about someone by the question they ask or don't ask. Her response is to let the candidate ask questions. During the interview, she makes sure that she's quiet for more than half of the time, and there are some awkward silences. In those moments, she believes you usually hear the best stuff. How do you get hired with Sara Blakely? The question is, are you adamant about joining Sara's team and how badly you want it? If your answer is a yes, here's something from Sara's journey that can be applied in your personal and professional life. This will make you stand out from all the other candidates. You will shine through with these qualities. Below listed traits are taken from Sara's journey to build the company and how you can do the same to get hired. One of them is to break the rules. Blakely has never asked for permission when it comes to doing things on her own way. For 2 years, she heard no from manufacturers before getting her first Spanx product made. She disliked the masculine atmosphere of the traditional business environment, so she flipped it on its head. A guy once told her to get ready for a war at a cocktail party. Since she invented something new, she should remember that business is war. But she was not sure why business should be a war. The night she told herself to do it differently, she took a different approach. This is how she expects her team to deal with challenges. Don't underestimate hard work. In the beginning, Spanx was one woman operation and Blakely managed every department. She packed and shipped the goods. She was in charge of sales. To save on legal fees, she wrote her own patent. She says, I was everything. This is why she hires candidates who are not afraid to learn new skills to deliver greater results and work hard. You should be eager to keep developing your skills and mindset. Hyper-observe and ask questions. Blakely, innovative thinking led to the creation of Spanx. And she continues to develop new products, including a tailored men undershirt and Spanx arm tights. When she realized that the original design had not been updated nearly 100 years and that it was boxy and bulky underclothing, she came up with the idea for men compression undershirts. She is someone who pays attention to things that haven't evolved and asks herself why. She asks questions to herself all day, every day. She looks at things and wonders if they could be any different. A potential hire for Sarah's team would ideally be someone who, like her, observe everything and ask the right questions. Even in hiring interviews, she focuses on letting candidates talk and ask more questions, even if there are some awkward silences. Share your failures. Blakely's leadership style emphasizes admitting mistakes and letting employees make their own. It's even become a tradition for her to schedule oops meetings at Spanx, where she has employees share how they have messed up or made a mistake, often making it humorous. If you can create an environment where your employees are not afraid to fail or make mistakes, they will be highly productive and innovative. If you are going to be on her team, you should be mentally prepared to own up to your failures and move past them without dread. Humor is key. In Spanx Training Bootcamp, stand-up comedy is a mandatory activity for new employees. Blakely does this to help employees overcome their fears, loosen up, and use humor when selling Spanx products. The idea is that you have to act seriously to be taken seriously does not appeal to her. Her brand name Spanx made people laugh. Suddenly, celebrities like Gwyneth Paltrow and Julia Roberts will flash their Spanx on red carpets and say, "I'm wearing Spanx." Employees working here should not be afraid to use a little humor to do their jobs. Making people laugh goes a long way rather than hardcore selling. Conclusion: Sara Blakely hires candidates who not only seem a cultural fit but also demonstrate exceptional traits that make them stand out from the crowd. Everyone can be hardworking, determined, and dedicated, but what do you bring to the table that's unique and out of the box? She's very open to new ideas and pushes her employees to take the initiative and do the same. Do your research and understand why she's doing what she's doing. That will give you an upper hand against other candidates during the interview. That's all for today's episode. Links to everything will be in the links below. If you like our content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It will notify you about our new content that we share with you every week. This will help us produce great content for our professional audience. Let us know if there's something that you want us to talk about in future episodes. Please click the link in the show notes and you can ask your questions directly to me. Thank you for listening and we'll see you in the next episode.